Commercial photography is a fast-paced and extremely rewarding career. I've spent the last decade of my life in New York City in a constant hustle to make it in one of the world's most competitive markets. I'm Lindsay Adler, and I'm a fashion and beauty photographer. I photograph for skincare brands, hair salons, fashion designers, and some of the world's most celebrated cosmetics companies. Over the last few years, my business has grown more than I ever hoped, but the question is how? A healthy mix of time, perseverance, and purposeful marketing strategy. Now sure, over the last decade, my work has gotten a lot better, thankfully, but that's not the main ingredient for my success. How many wonderful photographers do you know that are out there that are struggling? And then how many mediocre photographers are succeeding? The gap between them is in no small part due to marketing. Many photographers mistakenly assume that the trick to being successful is becoming online famous. Now, getting eyes on your work through social media can be part of a marketing strategy, but you shouldn't rely on it. In today's digital world, it's easy to overlook other important elements of marketing, especially the print. Today, there's so much power and impact in the print imagery, print marketing, and I used to rely solely on digital imagery, and I paid the price, but I'm going to share that a little bit later. Over the next 3 videos, I'd like to give you a peek inside of the strategies that I've developed for marketing consistently and to help me get the attention of my dream clients. I'm going to focus primarily on print marketing as part of a holistic marketing strategy. In other words, how to build your strategy and then utilize your print and portfolio marketing materials effectively. In this first video, I'll share an overview of my marketing strategy. How do I build a focused dream client list and then research those clients? In the second video, we'll explore key components of print marketing, including leave behinds and print promotions. And in the final video, we will discuss your physical print portfolio, the ultimate showcase of work when I'm meeting with my clients. I'll share considerations from image flow to paper and even printing tips. Now, before you implement your strategy, you of course have to develop that strategy. No crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. So let's start at the beginning, and I'm going to give you a short overview of my general marketing before we dive into the print. My main marketing strategies include a 3-pronged approach: social media, networking, and print promotions. For social media, my most important way to connect and share is through Instagram and LinkedIn. On Instagram, I work hard to create a consistent feed, a curated feed with high qualities of work, high levels of engagement, and carefully selected hashtags. And on LinkedIn, I'm constantly doing marketing research and reaching out to the decision makers at my dream clients. All of these things are part of my marketing strategy, and actually, I have entire classes dedicated to my approach. So next is networking, and how I think of it is my main goal is to get into the sphere of influence of my dream client. So how can I work with people that already are connected to my target audience? For example, if there's a makeup artist who already works with a cosmetic company that I want to notice me, can I work with that makeup artist on a test shoot? Or maybe that company works with certain brand ambassadors or influencers. Can I do something to start a conversation to get those companies to notice me? Now, this can be done through online and emails and social networking and networking events and shoots. Gotta get creative about it. But lastly, I market through print promotions. This includes physical mailers, leave behinds, promo pieces, print portfolio, and this is what I'm going to focus this conversation about, since I think it's such an overlooked facet of marketing. Now, each element of my strategy is equally important. None of them alone can accomplish everything. But in my business, each one of these feeds one another. Nowadays, people think that marketing is just done online and that you become online famous. Like I said, they think that that's the secret. It's just a part of it. While everyone's marketing strategy is going to be slightly different, in my opinion, it's a combination of these 3 things: social media, networking, and print promotions to create maximum reach and maximum impact. But the prints part, that's what really gives you the impact. Now, before you just start mass mailing people prints and promos and all of that stuff, let's talk a bit about preparing your marketing strategy in general. The very first thing you need to do is to narrow your scope. Ask yourself these questions. What is your photographic specialty? What makes you different? How would you describe your style? What brands would appreciate this style and be interested in your work? Do not try to be everything to everyone. This is a recipe for disaster. It takes too much time, too much money, too much effort. Honestly, I think this is true for life, and it's extremely true for business. You want to narrow it down and be laser focused. Make a list of your top clients so you can put all of your effort towards them. Now, this isn't something that I'm trying to say, oh, I'm a marketing genius. This is marketing 101. Focus, find your target audience. So here's how I tackle it personally. Each year, I make a list of my top dream clients, the ones I would die to shoot with, and also the ones I think are a good fit with my style. So that's 20. And then from there, I add maybe another 30 or so clients to the list. These are clients that I still want to work with, but maybe they're a little bit more within my reach. Smaller brands, newer brands, brands that have already reached out to me. This is not the top dream ones, but ones I think realistically we could work together. So on my computer, I keep this ongoing list and I create this targeted list of no more than 50 clients per year. And this is where I pour my marketing time, energy, money, strategy, all of that. Each photographer has to really have a strong understanding of their own brand to make this list. So I research brands that are out there who fit me, who makes the decisions, the people that they work with. I dive deep because this is how I make the dream clients reality clients. As a beauty photographer, I do my research by going to Sephora and I see which visuals and products fit my style. And then I'll use directories like Agency Access. And what it does is it lists the brands and then I can search those brands and find the contacts, the people who make the decisions. And then I also look at websites like Laybook. They'll list the brand campaign and then tell me all of the creatives that worked on that project so I can try to network with them. I follow brands online and the influencers and I watch for trends and I watch what new brands enter the market. Basically, I immerse myself. I'm constantly doing research. So this is how I get my magical 50 and then I research that magical 50. I keep my eyes on the target and I put all of my marketing and my branding and my efforts focused on this 50. And if 50 is too much for you, that's fine. Maybe get a number more like 20 or 30. In fact, a lot of people recommend going even more laser focused. But I wouldn't limit yourself just to maybe 5 or 10. That may be a little bit too small of a net to cast. And perhaps a client is not ready for you yet or you're not ready for them, but as you market through the years, they're going to start to become familiar with your brand. Now my goal for each of these 50 is to have one touch point, basically an interaction with them per month. And I map this all out on a calendar so I can keep track of these interactions. My touch points are a combination of mailers and emails and phone calls and other promotions, but especially print marketing. So now your job is to start to build that list. Do your research so you are ready for the next video, which is all about my print marketing strategy, from physical mailers to leave behinds.